thought I'd do a makeup tutorial. I've obviously done a hair tutorial this morning. I have just tanned my neck and slightly my arms, but then I washed it off because I couldn't put my shorts on without letting it dry, if you get what I mean. You can really see the difference in my eyes today. So yeah, I don't know whether I should just keep the curtain open, you know, just to let in a little bit of natural light, but at the same time I'm going to be absolutely boiling. I'm really regretting leaving my sunglasses at my manager's house. Also running out of liquid, so hopefully I can get some. I am running out of makeup as well, like foundation, concealer. You guess, I'm running out, but it should be okay. I'm not got any primer. It's leaked. Oh no, that's not good. I have to like roll it in my face. My days, man. What the hell? I don't think anybody's ever seen anybody do that before. Be fine. I've also took the lid off because, well, not the lid, but the top of it off, which you can actually get more product out of the thing. This shade is perfect because it does slightly match my tan when I bronze up anyway. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the shade. See, like, it actually kind of does match my tan slightly, but it's good enough for me, I suppose. I'm literally just doing a light coverage of makeup because it's really warm today and I don't want to be wearing like tons of makeup. I just want to be wearing like a thin film of makeup, if you get what I mean, if that makes any sense. I don't even know. Just gonna give that a bit of a shake. So, plan for today, meeting up with a friend. I used to work with him actually when I used to work at the cinema. So yeah, he's a good friend. Let me just, oh my god, it's literally leaked everywhere. Oh no. I was just gonna use the end of this, you know, to get the last little bits of foundation out. I look so dodgy doing this, but it is working, so why not? So I have a TikTok account that is pretty unknown. Like, I don't really get that many likes on TikTok. Get more likes on like Instagram and Facebook. Right, that should be okay. I'm just gonna leave that in there. But oh, I'm not gonna put it in the sun because it'll dry out. But there was a girl who I used to be friends with in high school, and we met in year 7, and she had this like sparkly bag, and I said to her, I was like, oh my god, like, I love your sparkly bag, because it's one of those where like you swipe it and it like changes glitter. So I was like, oh my god, I love your bag. And right, can we just ignore the fact that my beauty blender is literally in pieces? Just ignore it. So anyway, we were best friends up until summer of 2021, possibly 2022. I'd say 2022 we kind of drifted. We had a couple of arguments about certain things. I was in a relationship with somebody from school. Well, I say relationship, it was more like I liked him, he led me on. But we don't really talk about it because it's kind of depressing. I'm just going to shut the curtains actually because it's just way too long to be opening curtains. That's so much better, that lighting. You can actually see what I'm doing. So yeah, like I said, like, she knew all about this boy So she knew like when we spoke, when we didn't speak. She knew like when he blocked me and stuff like that. So we were very, very close. We were more like sisters. Like everybody thought that we were like related in some way, either cousins or sisters. Let me just shut this one as well. Because of how close we were. So we were friends, like I said, up until I think it was summer when we stopped being friends. Literally just because like I was in college, she was in a dentistry apprenticeship, and we just kind of drifted. And like obviously, like I was saying, I have like a normal TikTok, and then I also have a second TikTok which is like a private account that I just kind of like search influencers up and try and get like content done for my YouTube and stuff like that. So I went on this other account and I searched up her profile because I hadn't seen her in years, and I hadn't seen any content from her in years. So like I said, I searched her up, and she'd posted like she'd done a post where it said like best friends hallelujah, you know, to that song where it goes hallelujah, you know what I mean. And oh my god, like it really hurt, because the girl that she's best friends with, we literally used to like slag off all the time. We used to be like, oh my god, she's horrific, she's a bitch and stuff like that. So I was really shocked when they became friends. And I just like, it just bothers me because we always said like we'd always stay like best friends, we'd always stay close, like no matter what happened. We'd always be like really, really close. And obviously when we stopped being friends, I was kind of like, oh my god, look at the difference of my eyes. That is crazy. So I was kind of like, oh, like, you know, maybe in a couple of years, like, we'll like bury the hatchet, whatever, like become like best friends again. And it just kind of never really went that way. We just kind of fizzled out, and she just kind of changed, and like obviously she's like going on holiday with this new girl, and I get it because obviously we're not friends anymore, but like I don't understand why she's mates with her. Just got a Snapchat notification. Like I actually just don't understand it, because we literally hated this girl in high school. Like we talked shit about her, and now I'm kind of like, okay, like fair enough, we're not friends anymore, but like why are you stooping to that level? Like you literally mates with like the cockiest. Oh, I've got another Snapchat notification. My days, guys. It's just from my mate that's coming today. But yeah, like I got loads of like shit from her and her new best mate, and it really bothered me because I was kind of like, I wouldn't say I was upset. Yeah, I was just more bothered by the fact that like she dropped me when I wasn't well, because obviously I went into hospital for like 6 months to try and sort my mental health out, and she just kind of dropped me. Like she never came to visit me, she never like dropped off any like stuff. Like obviously I needed like shampoo and stuff like that, and like she never did any of that. But I would have loved to have just seen her one last time before we kind of parted ways. And I think it hurts more the fact that like she's best friends with that specific person. I think if she was best friends with anyone else, it probably wouldn't bother me, but because she's best friends with her, it irritates me so much. And it's like, we were so close, we went on holiday together, like our families were like best friends, so like my mum and her mum were best friends, and my dad and her dad were like really close because they went to the same school. And I just find friendship breakups really quite difficult. Like when I went to, because I decided to go to a college in Manchester. It was called Future Skills. Don't know if you've heard of it. It's basically like a media makeup college. So if you want to do media or makeup, or you want to work in the production industry, that is the place where you want to go. So I decided to go there because I was like, oh, like I don't really want to go to Winstanley, it's a bit stuck up. And I definitely don't want to go to Runshaw because I only know like one nice person from there. So I just kind of said to myself, I'm going to go somewhere different. I'm not really going to worry about like, where is my powder puff? About like what other people think of me. Like I'm not really going to dwell on it. So that was basically the plan. So I did that, and I met this girl called Leah, and she was the nicest girl when I first met her. Like genuinely, we were like best friends. And my ex-best mate, who I was still mates with at the time of like first year of college, was really jealous that I'd made this like new best friend, and I wanted them both in my life. And the fact that I lost both of them in the space of like 2 years is crazy to me. And we kind of didn't really have an argument. We just kind of drifted, and then I went to her house to apologise. I don't even know what I was apologising for because I actually didn't do anything wrong this time. And I went to her house with some flowers and like, I think I got like a bottle of like alcohol, something like that. And yeah, I never saw her again. And I just find it mad. Like, the fact that you can be friends with somebody for like, what, 5-10 years and then lose them so quickly. And one of the girls that I was talking about before posted a really nasty TikTok about me. So I was like, oh, okay, like, not really fussed. But one of my childhood best friends also commented on it, and it was a really nasty comment. So I messaged him and I said, Luke, you're out of order. I don't know who you think you are since you've gone living down Essex or whatever. I think you're just out of order, and I think you're hypocritical, I think you're arrogant, and I think you're self-obsessed. And I was just fucking honest about it. And he basically replied and said, I didn't know the video was about you. I'll be civil with you, but that's it. And I just felt fucking, I was just so done at that point. I just thought, I don't want to be friends with somebody that's like so self-obsessed and like really wants to be like liked by everybody. Like, nobody's gonna like you if you're constantly bothered about being liked by everybody else. So yeah, I kind of just didn't really dwell on that one because I just kind of, that is so bright, I need to just put like one swipe of it on. I just kind of didn't really focus on like the negatives of the situation, because I just kind of said to myself, do you know what, he will always be like that. He wasn't like that before he left his hometown, well, our hometown, but now obviously things are different, and I just need to focus on myself and just kind of move on. And that's exactly what I did, to be honest with you. I just said to myself, do you know what, if he wants to be like that with me, let him be like that with me. And obviously we've been friends for years, but I don't see why I should go out of my way to like bow down to him and like act like he's like the best person in the world when he's really not. And like I said, I messaged one of my mates and I said, like, this has happened and I feel really down about it because we've been friends for so long. And this girl, who's literally my best friend from high school, that I'm still friends with to this day, she just said to me, Luke, he's always going to be like that. He's always going to be self-obsessed. He's always going to be arrogant. And people who are like that never know that that's what they actually are like. And they'll never change. So there's no point dwelling on it. There's no point getting upset about it because he will always be like that. And it's just pointless. So I just kind of got on with it, to be honest with you. I just kind of said, like, you didn't visit me in hospital, you didn't care when I was ill, and you never made the effort with me, so don't see why I'm actually bothering about your life and your progress in the musical theatre industry, because you didn't care about me when I was doing college and stuff like that. And yeah, like, I hate people who act like they're so superior to other people, because half of the time they're actually not. They're actually not superior to anybody, and half of the time it is literally just a facade to all that know them, and they just want to seem interesting and they just want to seem important, and half of the time, like, nobody actually cares. And I could have gone so far with that comment. Like, I could have literally, like, gone in on him, but I just decided it wasn't worth it, because it's not actually going to solve anything for me. Like, it's just going to make me look like a bad friend, and for me it just wasn't worth it to dwell on the past of what had happened between us. But you live and you learn, and friends, they do come and go, and it is sad, because when you've been, that highlighter is stunning, when you've been friends with somebody for like 10-15 years. Like, I was friends with him for 16, maybe even 17 years, and obviously that all of a sudden changed when he moved away. But I think for me it is just a case of, like, I have to move on, and I have to, that is way too bright, Kate, seriously, what are you doing? I have to just say to myself, do you know what, I actually just don't care anymore. Like, I just don't care, because people are gonna come and go, they're gonna, you know, they're gonna leave your life, and things are going to happen that you're not going to be entirely happy with, but you just have to crack on with it. Also, look how good my hair looks today, I love it. But you're just going to have to get on with it, and that's just life. And going to college is so different to going to university. Like, can I just, like, emphasise that? Because your uni friends would never judge you, and they'd never post nasty TikTok comments and stuff like that. And even though it hurt, like, I knew why I posted it, but I just think it was a really low thing to do, especially because we've been friends for so long. But yeah, like I said, don't really worry about it. And after that note, this is the finished look.